What's up, guys? It's your boy Zowoki back with another scary, terrifying, and creepy video from Top 15. We're about to watch the top 15 scary videos you can't ignore. That's why we're going to watch it. We can't ignore it. So grab a chair, grab some popcorn, your extra pair of pants, and let's get into these videos that you can't ignore. If you guys are new to my channel, if you guys are returning and have not subscribed yet, make sure you guys subscribe right now by hitting that white bar icon down the bottom right. Hit that bell icon next to it so when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that Zowoki myself has posted that video. And then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, thank you guys so very much for the continued love and support. We are almost on our way to 100K. We have like another 39,000 some odd change to go. With that being said, though, make sure you guys check out the link in the description for Top 15's YouTube channel. Go give him some love, do the things, subscribe, comment, like, and share. And with that being said, let's get into the scares.
Number 15. Figure in the trees.
Or not.
While conducting a spirit box session in a cemetery, YouTuber Misguided Road Trips captures something completely unexpected.
What did she get?
Watch the trees in the background.
Do you not want to talk with me?
No thanks.
A black figure clearly moves through the trees at a distance, right after the spirits say, "You have company." Many in the comments say the figure is wearing a long black hooded cloak. Could it be the Grim Reaper himself?
Looking for the next death. You cannot tell me this girl doesn't see this.
Depicted as a skeletal figure, cloaked in a dark hooded robe, carrying a large scythe, the Grim Reaper's origins can be traced back to numerous cultural depictions of death and the personification of mortality. The concept of death as a sentient force predates the Grim Reaper. Ancient cultures had their own death deities. For the Greeks, it was Thanatos, a winged creature representing peaceful death. Early depictions were not always dark and evil. They simply represented the inevitability of death. The Grim Reaper of today began to take shape during the Middle Ages in Europe. The 14th century saw a surge in death imagery due to the Black Death, which decimated a significant portion of the European population. A catastrophic loss of life led to an increased preoccupation with mortality and the afterlife. Artists began to personify death as a skeletal figure to emphasize the universality of death, regardless of one's status or wealth. The scythe carried by the Grim Reaper symbolizes the harvesting of souls, much like a farmer harvesting crops, cutting down life at its end. The symbolism creates a powerful and ominous image of death's inevitability. Could this really be the harbinger of death?
What do you guys think? Is that death or is that a buddy?
A cemetery does seem a fitting place for him. Number 14. Jinn Giraffe. Jinn thrive in abandoned places, and this one is playing around with an intruder's fear. Instagrammer Jassim079 shares this footage of a stuffed animal being manipulated by what many believe is likely a jinn. Take a look.
الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذ ولا نوم
It's a
له
haunted
ما في
giraffe.
السماوات وما في الأرض الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
Created from smokeless fire, jinn are believed to live in a parallel world to humans, hidden from view but capable of interacting with our reality.
That's crazy.
They can take on various forms, from animals to human-like appearances, and possess extraordinary abilities, including shape-shifting, invisibility, and influencing human thoughts and actions. In folklore, jinn are often associated with remote or desolate places, such as deserts, ruins, and abandoned buildings. They are known to inhabit objects like old lamps or bottles.
Stop buying from garage sales. That's where you're getting them from.
Is one inhabiting this stuffed giraffe?
Bismillah. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي الغيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض الله أكبر.
Although jinn are sometimes viewed as neutral beings, they can also cross over to the dark side.
Oh boy.
Instagrammer Mohid Butt writes, "You should not go to these old and abandoned places, as these are home to many jinn. Jinn might found it disturbing and can cause harm to you." This is true. In many cultures, it's believed that jinn can possess individuals, causing physical and mental disturbances, sometimes requiring exorcism rituals to be expelled.
Even if that doesn't work, then what? Dude, there's no string on it, so who knows?
Is this jinn trying to possess the man? It could be. Or maybe it already has. Number 13. In the backyard. After her dog cut her lip, TikToker Chrissy Chan was making a video when she saw something suspicious outside. Spinning her camera around, she captures this.
We're looking at.
A figure is peering out from behind a tree. Freaking out, Chrissy races downstairs to check on her husband. Only the pair of them are in the house.
Oh, he's playing VR.
Many in the comments can't spot the figure,
I can
but
see
those
it.
who can are completely freaked out.
Of course, it's in the woods. If nobody told me, I probably would have never seen it. I'd be like, oh, that's a nice little woods area. I would have never seen that. Whatever
Someone
that
is definitely watching them. Whether it's a human person or something else is the mystery. While there's no doubt that no one deserves to experience this terror, TikToker ILikeCars6996 asks the real question, writing, "Who lives in the forest on purpose?" Number 12.
A lot of people.
Wisp of a ghost. Is it a wispy spirit or a strange visible gust of wind?
What the
Captured
hell?
in Clumber Park in Worksop, England. Redditor EconomyPen9235 shares footage of an uncanny manifestation.
What is that?
Some in the comments are saying it's Jack Frost. Others think it's the spirit of an animal or a human running low to the ground. Redditor Deepak Chopra says this looks familiar, writing, "I saw something just like this, with like 7 other witnesses in Wisconsin at a scout camp on former native burial
I can't even
grounds.
tell what it is.
Formed out of a sprinkler's mist, stood there for a second, and then ran across the field, like 30 to 40 yards, to the woods." The OP says their parents visited this same park 15 years ago, and claimed to have seen something crawling or running near the tree base, like a mini T-Rex.
What? A mini
While
T-Rex.
some believe it's smoke or vapor of some kind, others have deeper paranormal theories. Durka Durka claims that it's alien camouflage that forces the human brain to edit out what they see. They write, "Looks like this guy needs to get his firmware checked." Rebel Cricket thinks this doesn't look like the movement of vapor at all, and suggests it may be the spirit of a soldier.
Oh,
They write, "What I'm seeing looks like a soldier trying to scurry to safety. Were there battles in this area in World War I or II? Considering the location and the look of this vaporish visual, this theory could be a contender."
I don't know.
Number 11. Lil Saloon Shadow Figure. Located in the Mojave Desert in Southern California, Calico Ghost Town is a fascinating historical landmark that was founded in 1881 during the largest silver strike in the state. It quickly grew into a bustling mining town with over 500 mines and producing millions of dollars worth of silver ore. At its peak, the town had a population of about 1,200 residents and a thriving community that included a school, post office, general store, and several saloons. Here's one of them, and needless to say, it's haunted. Shared by Redditor Ajellaby, this eerie footage reveals that not all miners abandoned Calico.
I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay,
A shadow figure moves in the reflection of the window pane. Redditor Familiar Worry doesn't believe this is a ghost. They write, looks like a window from another house, and that's probably a human. Others agree that it's likely an employee closing up. But the OP responds, my first thought too. Went in the next day. I asked the bartender, and I was told that they closed at 5:30 p.m., and no one would have entered after. The employees know there are after-hours tours and leave long before they start.
So, who or what is it? I have no idea. I would like to know what you guys think. It's probably...
Little Saloon is one of the town's original buildings and is considered a hotspot for ghostly activity. Cold spots, disembodied voices, and the unexplained movement of objects have all been reported in the saloon. Patrons and staff have also reported seeing a shadowy figure believed to be the ghost of Lil herself, the saloon's former owner. This apparition is often seen moving through the bar area or sitting at one of the tables. Is this Lil?
So it's just a weary...
Or is it just another human wandering? Unfortunately, we'll never know. Number 10, Haunted Patrol. While patrolling an allegedly haunted house in Asheville, North Carolina, Redditor Brass Ninja heard something that made their hair stand on end.
What is it?
What the f?
What if my body's already tingling?
While inspecting the basement, the OP noticed this light that should have been off. As they moved to switch it off, the light began flickering ominously. At the same moment, the unmistakable sound of footsteps and furniture being dragged resounded from the floor above. Listen closely.
Okay, it straight up sounds like there's somebody upstairs.
Do you have cameras
And
upstairs?
there's nobody here.
Do you hear it?
I hear
Those in the comments do. Redditor PM Me Your Secrets writes, definitely sounds like furniture moving. This is pretty freaky. I'd have a heart attack. Maka75 adds, allegedly haunted house. Think you just got proof to confirm it is haunted. The OP explains the haunting of this house further in the comments.
What the f?
Like, really, like...
Although no longer assigned to the post, when this footage was taken, the OP used to patrol the early 20th century estate, known as the Zealandia House, 3 times a night. Each visit was marked by an undeniable sense of a presence. A peculiar ritual emerged. Before leaving, the guard often found that the alarm couldn't be reset without first asking for permission from Helen, a spirit believed to haunt the property. Helen, a former resident, lost her baby in a devastating fire. Overcome with grief, she took her own life by hanging herself from a bridge on the property, now known as Helen's Bridge. Though no longer in use, the bridge remains a somber reminder of the sorrow that lingers in this place. Are we hearing Helen's footsteps? We can only guess. Number 9.
Are we?
Something's home. Exploring abandoned places can often produce experiences you'd least expect. Shared by Redditor Isaac Bouchard, the OP says their sister went exploring and spotted something through the window.
Oh boy.
Keep an eye on the doorway.
Okay. That was fast. What? I can't tell. They shake the camera so many times. What the?
Something appears to move in the doorway, but it's unclear what exactly it is. It's provoking arguments in the comments. Some think it's a squatter, but others are seeing
That
something
fast?
different. Redditor Get Totally Gay About It writes, "You're shooting this video through a dirty car window. That's a glare or dried raindrop on the glass." Gansan responds, "How can it be a smudge if it moves faster and independent from the camera movement?" They add that maybe it was edited in, but it's there.
It's creepy.
Get Totally Gay About It then shares this download to play it frame by frame.
It's creepy. Excuse me, guys. It really
After
moves
watching
weird.
this slowed version, many agree that it's probably just a smudge or streak on the window. Still, it warrants a double take.
But it's moving independently. I got chills. What did you guys think? Comment down below, please. I'd love to hear what you guys think.
Number 8.
Number 8.
Ghost drifting. Is Grandpa's ghost still lingering on? Redditor Sir Caden shares this footage of their grandma when something eerie is spotted behind her. Watch over her shoulder. A semi-transparent figure appears to drift past. The OP provides some context for this clip.
So what's the context? She lost her husband?
They write that this video was captured from a live photo taken on an iPad in December 2019. The lady in the photo passed away, and her daughter inherited the iPad. While going through the photos, she discovered this intriguing video. The man in the background is identified as the lady's husband, who had passed away a year before the photo was taken. He had lived in the house for 6 to 8 months. The OP adds that the live photo includes an arcade game in the background that the family didn't acquire until after the husband's passing, suggesting the date stamp on the photo is accurate. This detail reinforces the eerie possibility that the image was taken posthumously, making the husband's appearance in the photo even more mysterious. Although some in the comments are feeling chills, others are spotting inconsistencies.
Looks like it just like glides
Redditor
by.
Antagonizers suggests to watch closely, and just before the ghost passes, there's a solid, non-transparent shape of his hand and shirt, suggesting the ghostly image is an after image. If you focus on her eyes, when she blinks, there's a moment where her eyes are both open and closed, indicating an out-of-sync overlay. The conclusion drawn is that one video is
It's creepy,
overlaid
though.
on another to create the ghostly image of the man. The Redditor says you
I
can
got
spot
chills.
his real, solid hand behind the wood piece just before a see-through version passes by. It might not have been intentional, but her effort to stay still, combined with the overlay, strongly suggests
creepy,
this
though.
is the case. What do you think? Does this explanation make more sense than a ghost walking among us? Number
Yes.
7. Kitchen Spirit.
Oh,
Do
boy.
spirits believe they're still alive? And what
Yes.
keeps them from crossing over fully to the other side? Redditor Nah Dog For Real shares this creepy footage of their co-worker's haunted kitchen. Listen for the chill. It sounds like the voice says, "Why can't I die?" Some in the comments are hearing, "Why can't they die?" Or, "Why can't Frank die?"
Who's Frank?
Some say it might be a security camera hack. Others think the voice sounds electronic. But the OP says their coworker has had many strange things unfold in their home. The question of why some ghosts seem unable to die or move on to an afterlife intrigues many in the comments. It may be that a spirit has unresolved issues or unfinished business in the physical world, and thus is tethered to a particular location, object, or person due to strong emotional ties or traumatic events experienced before death. For instance, a ghost might linger in the house where they lived or died, trying to communicate a message, seek justice, or protect loved ones. Until these issues are resolved, the ghost cannot find peace. Another thing that some paranormal investigators and enthusiasts believe is that the intense energies can imprint on the environment, creating what is known as a residual haunting. In these cases, the ghost isn't a conscious entity, but rather a recording of past events that plays back repeatedly. This type of haunting can persist for centuries, giving the impression that the ghost is unable to die. But whether this spirit is talking about himself or someone else is the real question. Number 6.
The real question is, why is there a sign at the top of the door that says gum?
Garage. When your camera thinks it hears a person in your garage, your immediate thought is probably intruder. But ghosts abound. YouTuber Elvis and Khaleesi shared this strange and mysterious footage of voices captured on their garage's Nest camera. In the first clip, a song is heard on camera, but when the OP enters the garage after being notified, he hears nothing.
Could it be people outside?
Later, the camera registers another noise.
See, what is this?
This time, it sounds like pool balls are moving.
Well, they're not on the table, so are they inside? I'm guessing.
The light turns on of its own accord, and the voice says, "Silence." All of this adds to the mystery. In another clip, the camera is alerted again to this.
It's like some type of weird fluttery smoke. It could be a cobweb, couldn't it?
A strange spirit-like entity appears to be floating around in this clip. Then again at 1 in the morning. Shortly after the pool ball sounds, motion is detected, and it looks like dozens of tiny orbs are descending from the ceiling.
Or dust, could be. Do the balls actually move without anybody touching them?
These orbs veer directly at the camera.
It could be dust. Just a little. I don't like orbs because I don't...
After this, a voice is captured.
Is there a TV in there?
The OP believes the voice says, "Are you still pregnant?" Then, a low growl, followed up by a whistle, is heard.
What the heck is that?
Many in the comments agree that this footage is compelling. YouTuber Michelle Marie Perez 6574 writes, "I think you have more than a few spirits there. Maybe a portal."
Got something.
Spirit portals are believed to open in areas of heightened energy or thin spots between the material world and the spiritual dimension, often due to an energy vortex. These spots might feel warmer or colder than their surroundings, or people might sense a tangible shift in the atmosphere when near a portal. Often found in homes with a long history of inhabitants, portals can also be linked to natural geological formations, like ley lines or water sources, which are thought to amplify spiritual energy.
So pretty much anywhere.
They might open due to the historical significance of the place, traumatic events that may have happened there, or
like
even spiritual practices, such as Ouija boards or occult rituals. This place certainly appears to have significant energy turning about. YouTubers in the comments are urging the OP to find out the history of their home. And most agree that this is terrifying and they should move. What do you think? Is this completely paranormal? Or could there be another explanation? Number 5.
I want to say there's an
Glitch in the Matrix.
But I have no
The
idea.
Matrix is glitching again, and TikToker Roxy J. Mua caught it on camera. Check out this creepy evidence.
So, I've just had a glitch in the Matrix. I see people talk about this on TikTok all the time. I've never experienced it, but I need to show you guys. So I was just putting something away on the tabletop, and I saw this, and I thought, oh no, have I broken my phone case?
The phone case's butterfly should be chipped, but all 4 wings are intact. The butterfly hasn't been damaged and is fully formed. So, what's going on here?
What?
This is my only case. Is that not the weirdest thing ever? Like, I don't understand. What is happening? I know it seems really minor, but it's really, really weird. It's freaked me out.
Assuming that this woman doesn't have 2 identical butterfly decals, it's understandable why she believes this is a glitch in the Matrix.
I don't know about a glitch in the Matrix, but what do you guys think? Is it a glitch or is it just...
The main product is whole, but an extra damaged piece is inexplicably found at random. It stands out as an anomaly. Perhaps this extra piece was accidentally included during packaging.
Could be.
But this seems unlikely given the product's otherwise perfect condition. For those that entertain the idea of a simulated reality, such inconsistencies can be seen as errors or oversights in the simulation's programming. Just like a computer program where an isolated bug might cause an unexpected outcome, a glitch in the Matrix could cause an extra, damaged piece to be included with an otherwise intact product.
I've gotten broken pieces
Can you
of
provide
an item
any other explanation?
once or twice
Or
in my
have
life.
we been glitched? Number 4. Paranormal activity. Paranormal activity is unfolding in Redditor Bubby2785's home. The OP shares a record of this activity in a series of clips. Keep an eye on the sheet hanging over the chair.
Okay.
The sheet moves inexplicably. Take another look.
And he's not touching it.
The blurred figure by the leg is their bulldog. The OP says this dog didn't cause the sheet to move. Why? They say that if it were the Boston Terrier jumping off the chair, the main sheet on the cushion would move, but only the part on the arm falls off. Fair enough. Another clip follows, this one even more perplexing.
What if the dog dragged out by its tail? Oh, what is that? Is that a flashlight?
According to the OP, there's a docking station for the phone that turns blue when charging. The indicator light flashed extremely bright,
Like somebody was
which it
draining
never
power?
does. They say that sometimes, even when the phone isn't on the docking station, the light turns blue for a few seconds, repeating this 5 or 6 times. While some might say this is just a technical issue with the device, other strange occurrences in the home only compound the OP's suspicions that something paranormal is lurking. Many in the comments say the clutter in the room is the real issue.
Probably.
And some suggest that if the OP believes this is paranormal, they're going to have to declutter.
Big
Redditor Wishbone Senior 5859
rats.
shares their paranormal investigative experience. They write, In my early days, our team performed pre-inspections to households claiming to have activity. We had a good number of them cluttered, some worse than others. One of our conditions to investigate included a complete decluttering and a month period afterwards of the tenants/owners observing any activity. The majority of the claimed household hauntings stopped entirely after the decluttering, with just one exception. The Redditor concludes, maybe activity thrives in cluttered environments, but it could just as easily be explained with natural causes. Aware Salt adds that some theories about poltergeists suggest that the phenomenon may be linked to telekinesis, unknowingly generated by household members. Numerous accounts indicate that those potentially responsible for the activity were experiencing significant stress due to various factors. It's possible that by resolving issues and reducing stress through decluttering, the poltergeist activity might diminish or stop altogether. Could this movement be caused by stress-based telekinesis, or could it simply be vermin, more easily hidden in the clutter?
That's a big rat. That's some big vermin. Well, he's got some type of doll right here. For all we know, that doll's not haunted.
Or perhaps paranormal entities are attracted to the collected energy. You decide. Number 3. Frame moves. After experiencing some strange poltergeist activity in their apartment, Redditor AMRV5 captured this in action. Take a look.
Okay. And it's not the air duct right here, guys, because they proved it wrong. Or proved it that it wasn't the air duct. So the chair moves by itself.
The OP shares some context in the comments. They write that they've lived with 2 roommates in an apartment for months, and they quickly noticed that nothing stays on the walls. Posters, pictures, command strips, and similar items all
It probably doesn't like it because it probably thinks it's their home still.
Fall off
They
overnight.
don't like change.
The posters would often fall dramatically, startling everyone. Given the age and poor insulation of the building, they initially assumed drafts or temperature changes were to blame, causing tape and sticky tack to lose adhesion. But then, a photographer friend gifted them some original art, which they decided to frame and hang using nails, as their lease permitted. However, the first night after putting them up, both frames fell off the wall, waking them up. One frame even hit a desk hard enough to leave a hole. The same thing happened the next night. Then, during a movie night with one roommate while the other was away, they noticed the blue picture hanging crookedly. As the roommate went out to pick up food, the picture started moving subtly. There was no noticeable draft, so the OP tried to film it. That's when this inexplicable movement happened. The video cuts off as the OP, now really freaked out, races to the kitchen to wait for the other roommate to return. The returning roommate thought it was a prank. Initially skeptical about ghosts, the experience has made the roommates question their beliefs. They are seeking any possible explanations for these unsettling occurrences.
Did you touch anything?
What could be causing this?
Did you buy
While
anything?
some of the comments think it's staged with fishing
Haunted.
line, others are considering logical explanations,
It's always-
like the air current from the above vent.
It's not the air current.
So, the OP does a heat test.
This is our vent test. We have about a minute until the heat's supposed to cycle on. We're gonna see if that does anything to move the picture frame.
Time passes, and then this happens.
Oh! Oh, it's a boot. I thought it was a face, like a grin.
A boot is
Oh
thrown down
my
the
gosh.
stairs. As she's observing this, more mayhem ensues.
For some reason that scared me. I don't know why.
Redditor on the Chain Wax writes, "If you're not messing around, OP, I feel for you." This last clip had many doubters convert into believers. Have you been converted?
I was
Number
already
2,
there.
Creepy Crypted.
Oh gosh.
Enter the storage shed at your own risk. Instagrammer Paranormal Videos shares footage of what can only be described as your worst nightmare. The growl is terrifying
run away.
enough, but what you may have missed in the darkness is even more chilling.
Like a face.
Take another look. A cryptid is lurking.
Do we know what a cryptid looks like? Or not.
Most people are suggesting that it's either a rake or a skinwalker. Does it look like a rake to
I
you?
don't care what it is. It scared the crap out of me, and I'm running for my life.
Rakes are described as tall, emaciated humanoids with pale, hairless skin and sharp claws, large hollow eyes, and a sinister, predatory manner. Sightings of the rake often involve it lurking at the edge of beds or in dark corners, watching its victims before attacking. The creature is known for its unsettling silence and sudden movements. This definitely sounds like it could describe the being that we're seeing. Or is it a skinwalker?
Can I circle D all the above? It's all of it? All rolled up into one?
This figure from Native American folklore is a malevolent witch or shapeshifter, believed to have the ability to transform into animals or take on the appearance of other people. Skinwalkers are said to use their powers for harmful purposes, often stalking and terrorizing their victims.
You just need to stay home.
They are deeply rooted in Native American communities,
Watching
and
a Disney
encounters with them are associated with ominous, supernatural events.
The original Disney.
Really, this thing looks like it could be either one of these entities. All we can be sure about is that with that sound,
You probably woke it up from its nap and it's pissed off. It's like, what? It's like, get out of here.
it definitely isn't human. Number 1. Frog bug. What creature is
Frog
this?
bug?
That's what Instagrammer Strange Activities
What
is wondering. And Instagram has its theories.
What the?
Some say it's a frogfish. Others believe it's baby Aquaman. Still others think it's straight up animation. D Newark 20 gets creative with it, writing, "Looks like an iguana caught in a wildfire." What do you think it
If
is?
it's animation, it's very well done.
I think it's something you can't ignore.
Alrighty, guys. So with that being said, did you guys like this top 15 of the disturbing stuff found on the internet that you can't ignore? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to hit like, share with your friends, and don't forget to obviously, of course, subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next video. So please take care, be safe, and as always, keep nerding on, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.